not saying it's fair, but it's real. People are scared of you.
You think my job is easy? You try keeping a bunch of fables from killing each other.
Bigby!
Everyone knows you. Big Bad Wolf.
The Wolf Among Us is the latest release from Telltale Games, makers of my favorite game of last year, The Walking Dead. These guys are master storytellers, capable of creating powerful situations and bringing out emotions you wouldn't normally associate with a video game, such as regret, personal guilt, and those "what if I had done this differently" moments. Thankfully, episode 1 of The Wolf Among Us, entitled Faith, lives up to the standards set by this company. The story is a prequel to the Fables series by Bill Willingham. Unlike The Walking Dead, I had no familiarity with the source material prior to playing the game, but that didn't stop me from immediately being sucked into the world of The Wolf Among Us. The story revolves around classic storybook characters living among us in modern-day New York City, who disguise themselves to look like us. These beings are known as Fables. Bigby Wolf, aka the Big Bad Wolf, is tasked with discovering the identity of a killer among the community of fairy tale characters, which is exceptionally vital and dangerous since fables are extremely difficult to kill. You must investigate crime scenes, navigate increasingly tense conversations with wit and caution, and even engage in a few brutal action scenes. The first thing I noticed playing this game is the superb art style. If their intent was to create the atmosphere of a living graphic novel, then they succeeded. This is an absolutely stunning game to look at. It has a breathtaking color palette, and the shadows seem to become a character themselves. It's easily one of the best looking noir games I've ever seen. But the reason anyone plays a Telltale's game is for those moments where you have to make an extremely tough decision in a really short amount of time, and The Wolf Among Us is packed with plenty of those. They were so compelling that I had to replay the game a few times to see what would happen if I had not asked a person this question, or had gotten to this place instead of that one. It easily surpasses the first episode of The Walking Dead as far as stressful choices are concerned. Two key things make these hard choices so much fun: the brilliant writing and the fascinating characters. Telltale has some of the best writers in the business, and their supreme gift for gab shines throughout the 2-hour episode. They balance out tension and hilarity with extreme care, and the results are breathtaking. The campaign is never boring because of this. I loved replaying this game, going back and choosing different dialogue options, just to see how these characters would differently react each time. Of course, the huge cast of characters is what steals the show. Bigby Wolf is the main character, and he's sort of a dick, but a no-nonsense, likable dick. At least, my Bigby was that way. Like Lee Everett with The Walking Dead, players can choose how mean or kind you want your main character to be. And as with The Walking Dead, no deed, good or bad, comes without consequences. I guarantee that a seemingly small and inconsequential decision that I made in this episode will come back in a big way by the finale. Other colorful characters include the pissy Mayor Ichabod Crane, the kind, level-headed Snow White, and my personal favorite, the ridiculously profane Mr. Toad.
See? This is what I told you about, Sheriff. You're just gonna stand there? Do something, Bigby, before he completely tears up the place. Oh, thanks for that, Bigby. You're a real gentleman. This is the last straw, Bigby. He has to go.
So what set him off?
Who knows why it was this time? Man's got a hair trigger. I avoid him as much as possible.
When did he start drinking?
Not sure he ever stopped.
Fuck you!
I didn't know anyone else was up there. Furry prick gob shite. Tell me how to spend my money.
Dad, the lights are shaking again.
What did I say? You want a big bad wolf to take you away?
No.
Then get the fuck back inside.
I loved meeting a new character in this game, because each one has their own unique characteristics and quirks. However, if the idea of Mr. Toad being an abusive father, or Belle cheating on Beast puts you off, stay far away from this. While it's a fantastic concept to take these storybook characters and dramatically dirty them up, I know this is not for everyone. Brutal, grisly violence, very graphic language, and strong sexual content are prevalent throughout this game. These aren't the fairy tale characters you've come to know from the Disney films. One of the things that really surprised me about this game is the action scenes. I love them. They're fast-paced, easy to maneuver, and shockingly brutal. The controls for them are a cinch to learn, and you can easily watch the fight without the button prompts being a distraction. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and they're extremely well choreographed. Unfortunately, this game suffers from one big flaw that stops me from calling it an amazing episode. The lag is dreadful. It was a problem I had with The Walking Dead, and it's actually worse here. There were points where the game froze for a good 10 seconds, and sometimes it permanently froze, and I had to restart my PlayStation 3. I hope in the future episodes they fix this, because it's a big annoyance, and it really takes me out of the game whenever those visual hiccups and freezes come in. Overall, this series is off to a great start, and just from this first episode, I recommend you guys go out and buy the season pass. I can tell this is going to get better and better with each episode, and I can't wait to see what happens. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe, and as always, have a good one.